Take a moment to look at your life today. For most of us, life is a treadmill. We chase growth, we chase promotion, we chase a paycheck that barely stays ahead of the inflation curve. We are taught that our value is equal to our output, and our worth is dictated by our wage. This is the reality of the capitalist machine. But what if the entire game was fundamentally different? Forget the history books, forget the flawed revolutions. We are talking about the perfect, ideal version of communism. A truly stateless, classless society where the core principle is simple. From each according to his ability to each according to his need. If this ideal utopia becomes reality tomorrow, how exactly would your life, your stress, and your purpose change? Here are 10 profound ways the world would shift. First, the death of meaningless work. In our current system, countless jobs exist not to serve humanity, but to serve the pursuit of profit. Think of complex tax law, aggressive advertising, or bureaucratic middlemen. In the ideal communist society, the goals shift from profit maximization to human need satisfaction. If a job doesn't contribute essential goods, vital services, or collective happiness, it simply vanishes. The stress of performing the so-called bullshit jobs, those tasks that even the worker knows are pointless, is gone. Your labor becomes focused, meaningful, and genuinely contributes to the community. Second, the true 4-hour workday. Capitalism has shown us that technological efficiency means longer hours, not shorter ones. Why? Because the surplus value must be exploited. In an ideal society, the moment our collective needs are met, the work stops. With highly optimized, automated production focused solely on necessity, the vast majority of people would like to only need to work 46 hours a day, or maybe 5 days a week. The rest of our time is truly your own, dedicated to art, learning, community projects, or simply rest. The stress of the rat race is replaced by the freedom of true leisure. Third one, housing and healthcare as true human rights. The core anxiety of millions today is shelter and health. You're one serious illness or one missed rent payment away from disaster. This fear is a feature of scarcity economy, not a bug. In the ideal utopia, your basic needs are guaranteed. Housing is not a real estate asset. It's a living space. Healthcare is not a bill. It's a social guarantee. The intense daily stress of calculating copays, deductibles, or scraping together a down payment simply disappears from collective consciousness. Fourth, the vanishing act of consumer debt. Think about shackles of modern economy. Student loans, credit card debts, and crippling mortgages. Debt is the primary mechanism that keeps people trapped in dissatisfying jobs and fuels the engine of exploitation. When money ceases to exist, so does debt. The vast mental and emotional load carried by individuals, the guilt, the worry, the fear of financial ruin is lifted. You're free to pursue your purpose without the constant, crushing burden of owing someone else your future. 5. Competition fades, collaboration rises. Today's workplace is a battlefield. You compete for raises, promotions, and status. This zero-sum game often stifles innovation and breeds resentment. In a cooperative structure, your success is inherently tied to the community's success. Scientists share data without patent wars. Engineers collaborate purely to build the best infrastructure. The energy previously spent on office politics and climbing the corporate ladder is redirected entirely towards collective innovation and advancement. 6. 3. Meritocracy through contribution. In our current system, true talent is often overlooked if it lacks access to capital or the right social network. Wealth and influence can be inherited, not earned. Under ideal communism, prestige is earned solely by contribution. A brilliant scientist, a caring nurse, a gifted artist, or a meticulous farmer are equally valued. Respect is given based on the difficulty of the task and sacrifice involved, not the size of the bank account. The system rewards excellence and hard work that benefits everyone. 7. The end of planned obsolescence. Why does your smartphone slow down after 2 years? Why is it cheaper to buy a new toaster than to fix the old one? Because profit relies on you buying more. When the profit motive is removed, efficiency and durability take over. Products from cars to cooking appliances would be built to last generations, designed to be easily repaired, not replaced. The vast environmental stress and personal frustration caused by disposable culture will largely disappear. 8. Education become hyper-personalized learning. Today, education is often treated as job training, a massive investment required to secure a decent wage. You study what the market demands, not what your soul desires. In the ideal utopia, education is a lifelong journey of self-discovery, unburdened by cost. Individuals would be guided towards careers that genuinely match their talents and passions. You could pursue deep philosophy, learn 3 languages, or master complex mathematics, simply because you want to, not because you must. 9. The collective ownership of natural resources. Who owns this water? Who owns the forest? Today, these life-sustaining resources are often controlled by corporations seeking short-term gain, leading to irreversible ecological damage. Under collective ownership, there is no incentive to poison the river for profit or destroy the forest for timber sales. Decisions are made for the long-term ecological health of the planet and the community. The earth is not a commodity to be exploited. It's a shared home to be maintained. 10 and the last one, the return of authentic culture and community. With 4 hours of meaningful work and no depth, the quality of leisure radically changes. The vacuum created, the reduced work is not filled by passive, mindless consumption. Instead, communities thrive. People gather to create music, build public art, engage in local governance, or simply debate complex ideas. The focus shifts from having things to doing things, and the deepest human needs for connection and belonging are finally met. This thought experiment isn't a political argument, it's an exercise in imagination. It forces us to ask, are the chains we wear truly necessary? Does competition always lead to best outcome? Can we even within our current system take lessons from this ideal and demand a life where our time is respected? Our labor is meaningful and our value is inherent, not transactional. I want to hear your thoughts. Out of these 10 shifts, which one would benefit the average worker the most and why? Let me know in the comment below. And if this vision intrigued you, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history, philosophy, and what if scenarios.